So if you did not all hear the news, Gundam has been confirmed to get a Season 2. Fuck yes. I'm so glad that it has officially now been confirmed that it is getting a Season 2. There was already rumors, speculations, and things going around the internet and communities and stuff, but now we have official confirmation that we are going to be getting a Season 2 of Gundam Iron Blood Orphan, which I'm excited for, because this right here, this excited the fuck out of me. This entire final episode, this entire series has excited the fuck out of me. I gotta say, this finale here is a very good, one of the best finales, I think, of this anime season. Just because of the conclusion to a lot of events that started with the first episode. I didn't expect to see so many of these scenes kind of concluded in this episode. Like, I mean, with the entire stuff with Kudelia and what she wanted to do with, the politics and the economy, half metal and stuff, to, getting to see Tekadon kind of not being chased by Gallahorn, and how, they're kind of going back, and all that. I'm just really surprised that was kind of concluded in this season. I expected, honestly, that to kind of carry over into a Season 2, but it was concluded, and honestly, it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel like it came out of nowhere. I'm surprised the way it was done, because usually something like this might carry over into, the next season, and seeing how it actually concluded a lot of the different things, it makes me happy and excited to see where it's going to go next time, because, I mean, now Tekadon is more well-known. The entirety of, the outer, rim and all that of space, they know exactly, who Tekadon is. They're going to be hiring them, so Tekadon's going to get more business. I mean, Kudelia has a good relationship with them. I mean, you have it to where the Chocolate Man now, he's doing his evil little roles behind the scenes. I mean, there's some really good stuff in this episode, and I'm not even getting into the action scenes. Oh my fucking god. Fucking beautiful action scenes. Damn, Studio Sunrise, you fucking outdid yourself. You give us a glorious Gintama episode, and then you give us a glorious Gundam episode. Now, I know it's probably not the same team working on these, series, but still, Studio Sunrise, I gotta compliment you for choosing a very good production crew on each of these series, just being able to uphold great quality in these episodes. I mean, Gundam and Gintama at that. So, this episode, the fighting, how it was done, the way it was perceived to me as the viewer, the anime only, oh my god. The fighting was kick-ass. It got me really pumped up, and when I saw the opening song starting to play over the action scenes, that was fucking epic. Oh my god, dude, when you just see the fight going on, Mika's going in and all that, he's fighting, it made me realize it was the final episode. Like, I walked in this episode not really thinking hard about it, and thinking that, this is the final episode until that opening song started playing. When I saw the opening playing over the action scenes, I'm like, this is the final episode, ain't it? This is definitely the final episode of the season, because they don't usually do that type of stuff unless it's the final episode. And so I'm like, fuck, I'm about to have to say goodbye to this series. Thankfully, there was an announcement, Season 2's coming. But still, I mean, seeing the way it was done, just the fighting scenes, epic throughout this entire episode, and characters that we fought died, like some of the best girls, apparently they're alive. They actually survived what happened last week. So 10 points. I award all 10 points to freaking Gundam. Thank you for not killing off some of my favorite characters out there. That makes me very happy, because there was quite a few characters I thought died last week, and apparently they're fine. So fuck yes Gundam for not killing them off. Now, getting into some of the main things going on here with this episode that sets up for the future for Season 2, Mika. Mika is a character I need to talk about now, because after what happened in this episode, it's very apparent something very bad is going to happen in the next season to him as a person, because he pushed himself to the limit. He pushed himself completely to the limit to fight Ainz and, take him down. And when he did this, he kind of lost his entire right arm, and he can't really see well out of his right eye. And so it's like his arm is busted, and he can't see really well out of his right eye. It's like, it's useless now. And the reason for this is because he pushed his, Gundam frame to the limit to try to fight. And it caused it to where it put stress on his body. I'm assuming his nerves were fried in his eye and his arm. And we see this at the end. Like, it's a very sad way it was done. Like, I mean, it was a happy and adorable moment seeing Kudelia and them, just kind of cheering on Mika, kind of, being nice to him. But then when it all sets in, when you realize that this is probably foreshadowing for the next season. Let me explain. See, Mika Mika, he pushed himself, and he became kind of limp in his arm and now his eye. And that was just pushing himself once to that limit. I'm going to assume this is not going to be the final time, since we are getting a Season 2, that Mika's going to push himself to the absolute limit to where he's going to lose feeling in other parts of his body. And I could see it to where before the end of the series is done, before we get to the end, I could see Mika becoming something very similar to Ainz, to where he has to be strapped to the robot and he can't move. I could see something like that, because we found out when Mika attaches himself to the Gundam frame, he can still use his arm like it's nothing. It works properly. So this lets us know that his nerves are not working properly, and when he connects to the machine, it does. It gives him a boost. And because of this, it makes me assume before the series is done, he's probably going to lose all feeling in his entire body. He's going to be like Ainz, and he's going to be stuck inside of the machine to not be able to escape. He's going to have to move through the machine. And that'd be very sad and tragic, because that's what it looked like to me. And I mean, that's very fucked up. I couldn't imagine if I couldn't use my right arm, or, have my eye working properly. It'd fucking suck. So Mika's definitely in a bad situation. Regardless if he does turn into a mechanical monster or not, he still can't use his arm properly anymore, so it's definitely going to have some issues for him in the future of the series. So enough of that, let's talk about the other thing. So we also get to where a bunch of characters, like all the, Tekadon, they kind of go back to being children a little bit. They put on their, happy, smiley face, and they're not constantly in that war mode to where they're going in willing to die and all that. They put on the smile, the happiness they had in an earlier part of the series, and it made me, happy to see that, see them happy, and see them being able to go back to kind of acting like children, and it was a very good moment to symbolize, like, the end of this arc, and how Tekadon has grown up, matured, and also the place they built from the ashes from the start of the series. So yeah, I mean, a lot of plot threads were concluded or continued on for the next season. I mean, the stuff with the Chocolate Man, oh my god, that stuff right there, okay, that is probably some of the best parts of this episode. Besides the Mika stuff, that part was freaking awesome, because when you found out, like, the true character of the Chocolate Man and how he really is, and, like, the way he's gonna sacrifice his friend, or his friends, that was fucked up, the way he was going about that. And then what he did to his father, and then all this behind the scenes he's been doing. I mean, it goes to show you what type of character he is. So he's definitely going to be someone that's going to be someone that's shady and not trustworthy in the future. I can definitely see it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, it's the final episode, of Season 1. I mean, of course, there's, going to be a Season 2, but it's going to be a while. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a wait until we get the next season. So it's going to suck, but I mean, we must wait for good things, and I'm willing to wait for another good episode of Gundam. Now, speaking of Gundam, since I am necessarily done now, and I've been told that I can't actually, watch the next season's Gundam because, well, for one, I have to watch other series beforehand before I can even get into that series. I'm going to be diving into some Gundams very soon. I've got to, go through the list. I have many lists Chibits have sent me. I have fan mail and stuff. So many of you Chibits, you Gundam fans, have sent me fan mail discussing about Gundam, what I should start with. I'm going to go through it all. I'm going to look through it, see which ones I want to start first. And I don't know. I'm going to have to choose. I want to, age doesn't matter to me. I don't care how old it is. I want to go back and watch it, because after seeing, this Gundam, it opened my eyes up that I need to see some of these other mech series from Gundam. I need to see it because there's some really good stuff that I need to see. And I mean, I need to go back and see some classics. So yeah, I want to be trying to do that for the next couple months and all that. I want to be trying to watch some other Gundam and stuff until Iron Blood Orphan, finally airs again. Maybe I can get a couple Gundams under my belt before, the next season comes out. But for now, though, this is the end of my Gundam journey until I start the next one. It's been very fun, and I just want to say thank you, everybody that recommended me to start this. If it wasn't for all of you Gundam fans, you Chibits that were big Gundam fans and constantly asking me to start a Gundam, I don't think I would have started this. I wouldn't have. I gotta be honest here, I wouldn't have. So I want to thank you all. You helped me find this series and open my eyes up to the mech genre and see some very good quality stuff. So thank you. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.